You've already learned the cup and the pen is in the cup, right? Well, what about now? And what about now? How do we say how many are there, and how do we answer that? Well, today we're going to learn just that, as well as how to count from 1 to 10 in Dutch. Hoeveel? Hoeveel. This means how much or how many. This is how you would say, how many are there? Hoeveel zijn er? Okay, so before we can answer how many, we need to know how to turn all these words into plurals. Jongen becomes jongens. Meisje becomes meisjes. Man becomes mannen. Vrouw becomes vrouwen. Kat becomes katten. Hond becomes honden. Pen is kind of like mannen, so it just gets the N-E-N. So pennen. Kopjes. Doos is quite a bit different when you convert it to plural. Dozen. Not dozen. Dozen. And then tafel just becomes tafels. Now, if you remember our de and het words, you know that most of these words normally get a de, but there are a couple of them that get het. Meisje and kopje both get het, but when they're plurals, they get de. So, de meisjes and de kopjes. All of these actually get de, whether they have a het normally or not. As soon as you make them plural, they get de. And this is how you would say, how many pens are there? Hoeveel pennen zijn er? Er is a special word, and as few letters as er has, it has a lot of meanings. In this case, we could translate this word to there, because we're saying how many pens are there. So before we go any further, let's go ahead and learn all of the numbers between 1 and 10. Een. Een. Now you're probably thinking, wait a minute, this looks a lot like the word un that we learned before. But with these little accent marks, that means the word is now pronounced een with an A sound. And one way to remember that is think of the little accent marks as little slanted ones. May sound a little silly, but whatever works. Twee, twee, drie, drie, vier, vier. Remember how the IJ is pronounced? A. So this is vijf, vijf, zes, zes, zeven, zeven. The CH here is pronounced a lot like the Dutch G, so acht, acht. Speaking of the G, negen, negen. And finally, tien, tien. If you want to say that there are 2 pens, you say it like this. Er zijn 2 pennen. Er zijn 2 pennen. Hoeveel pennen zijn er? Eén, twee, drie. Er zijn 3 pennen. Hoeveel kopjes zijn er? Eén, twee, 3, 4, 5. Er zijn 5 kopjes. Hoeveel katten zijn er? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Er zijn 7 katten. Okay, how about how many pins are in the box? Now remember how we use zitten whenever we're talking about something sitting inside something else. Hoeveel pinnen zitten in de doos? We actually do need this word here. It may sound okay in English to say how many pins are in the box without adding the word there, but the Dutch feel the need to add this word in. So to them it sounds more natural. Hoeveel pinnen zitten in de doos? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So there are 10 pins in the box. Zitten 10 pinnen in de doos. Zitten 10 pinnen in de doos. Okay, so now you know how to say how many are there and how to answer it, as well as how to count from 1 to 10. Stay tuned for the next lesson. We're going to count even higher. Tot de volgende keer.